Hi, I'm Lori. Welcome to our next chapter, Life After Corporate. My husband Ken and I retired from corporate life, and now we're building a freedom-first lifestyle through real estate and other projects while actually enjoying the life we worked for. We live in Boise, Idaho, but we also spend time in Seattle, where our yacht is kept in Elliott Bay. You'll see everyday life, hangar days, marina weekends, tennis and cooking, behind the scenes of our projects, and plenty of cameos from Lexi, our Pekingese Chihuahua with a big personality. And you'll also meet my 95-year-old mother. I take her to Catholic Church in Glens Ferry twice a month, and she's one of the best parts of this chapter. If you love real-life lifestyle, routines, and a little adventure, subscribe and come along with us. This week, we're back aboard Lady Georgia at Elliott Bay Marina, enjoying some of our favorite things about summertime in Seattle. Beautiful views, great food, time on the water, and plenty of wildlife right outside our door. We'll take you along as Ken brings our dinghy home through the Ballard Locks, a sailboat regatta fills Elliott Bay, Lexi explores the marina, we spend an afternoon wandering through Pike Place Market, an epic storm, and Ken goes to a Mariners and San Francisco Giants game with friends at T-Mobile Park. Welcome back to our next chapter, Life After Corporate. Good morning from Lady Georgia. We're spending the week aboard the boat here in Seattle. One of my favorite things about staying at Elliott Bay Marina is that every day feels a little different. Even when we don't have anything major planned, there are always things happening on the water or right here on the docks. And of course, Lexi makes sure we start the day with a walk around the marina. Lexi has become very comfortable with boat life. She knows her way around the marina and seems to enjoy watching all the people, creatures, dogs, and boats go by. Our walks also give me a chance to slow down and notice some of the wildlife that lives around the marina. This time of year, we often see harbor seals with their pups resting near the docks or swimming through the marina. The pups stay close to their mothers as they learn to swim, hunt, and navigate the busy waters of Puget Sound. We also try to enjoy them from a respectful distance and give them plenty of space. We've also been seeing a surprising number of great blue herons. They stand perfectly still on the docks and pilings, quietly watching the water below. Then, in an instant, they'll strike at a fish or spread their enormous wings and fly away. They are such beautiful birds, and seeing them has become another special part of our mornings here. One of the conveniences of staying at Elliott Bay Marina is having Maggie Bluffs just a short walk from the boat. It's a casual waterfront restaurant overlooking the marina with a dog-friendly outdoor patio with the orange umbrellas, making it an easy place to stop for lunch without ever having to leave the property, and we can bring Lexi. There's a fine dining restaurant upstairs called Palisade that we've never gone to before, but Maggie Bluffs and Palisade are now owned by the same company, so there was a tabletop card promoting a dinner special at Palisade that week, so we ended up going to Palisade a few days later. The inside of Palisade feels elegant, but still warm and inviting. The dining room has rich wood accents, softly lit seating areas, and large windows that make the waterfront views part of the experience. As you enter, one of the most distinctive features is the indoor water garden, which gives the restaurant a peaceful, almost tropical feel. The sound of the water, lush greenery, and open layout make it feel more like a destination than simply a place to have dinner. Nearly every direction offers a beautiful view of Elliott Bay Marina, the Seattle skyline, and the surrounding water. We got lucky and got a table right in front of the window. As evening approaches and the lights begin to come on around the marina, the entire restaurant takes on a romantic glow. It's an impressive setting, yet it still feels comfortable enough to settle in, relax, and enjoy a leisurely dinner overlooking the boats. The next morning, it was time for another walk for Lexi and watching the harbor seals and their pups swim around the marina. One of the main items on our agenda this week was picking up our dinghy after it had been serviced at Waypoint Marine in the Lake Washington Ship Canal area. Our friend Marty went along with Ken to help bring it home. After making sure everything was running properly, they began the trip back toward Elliott Bay Marina. But bringing the dinghy home wasn't as simple as directly driving it across the bay. They first had to travel through the Ballard Locks. As I've shown in past videos, the Hiram M. Chittenden Locks, better known as the Ballard Locks, connect the freshwater of Lake Washington and Lake Union with the saltwater of Puget Sound. Boats enter the lock chamber, tie up along the wall, and wait as the water level is raised or lowered. Once the doors opened, the guys were able to exit into Puget Sound and make their way back to Lady Georgia. Later in the week, we had our friends Marty and Tryla over for sunset drinks and discovered a sailboat regatta taking place just beyond the entrance to Elliott Bay Marina. Dozens of sailboats moved across the bay, their colorful sails filling with the afternoon wind. From the deck of Lady Georgia, we had a perfect view. The boats appeared peaceful from a distance, but everyone was carefully watching the wind and adjusting their sails, trying to find the fastest course. It was another reminder that in Seattle, you never know what kind of show the water will provide. Later that night, the downtown Seattle skyline, all lit up, was a beautiful sight to take in. The next day was a gorgeous morning and the mountain was out. The mama seals and their babies continued to put on a show for us. Since this is not a year-round thing that happens, it's special during this time of year, I really wanted to enjoy every minute of seeing them. That afternoon, we watched an especially impressive yacht named Vagabond enter Elliott Bay Marina. At 110 feet long and nearly 24 feet wide, she looked enormous as she slowly made her way between the docks. Once inside the marina, the captain carefully maneuvered her through a full 180-degree turn, using the yacht's power and handling systems to line her up with an end dock. From where we were watching, the movement looked remarkably smooth and controlled. A yacht this size carries a tremendous amount of momentum, and there isn't much room for error when turning near docks, pilings, and other boats. Seeing a yacht like the Vagabond arrive and dock just a short distance from Lady Georgia was another one of those unexpected moments that make staying at Elliott Bay Marina so interesting. Later that afternoon, we watched the Carnival Miracle pull away from Pier 91 on its way to Alaska. We decided to go to Pike Place Market and have dinner at our favorite French restaurant there that faces Puget Sound. Pike Place Market is one of Seattle's most recognizable landmarks, but no matter how many times we visit, there's always something new to see. The street just outside the market is pedestrian only, which is also lined with vendor tents. We walk past one of Seattle's most famous landmarks, the original Starbucks, opened in 1971. We got there around 4:30 p.m. and didn't realize that a lot of the stalls closed starting around 4 p.m. So we wandered past the colorful flower stands, fresh produce, seafood counters, and local artists selling their work, but many of them had already shut down for the day. Some of the flower market stalls were still open though. They have the most beautiful flower bouquets for $25 and under. It's amazing. They have incredible seafood stalls and they'll even ship it for free. The Athenian restaurant was in the movie Sleepless in Seattle, where Tom Hanks and Rob Reiner had lunch. Just beneath the famous Pike Place Market clock stands Rachel the Piggy Bank, a 550-pound bronze pig that has greeted visitors since 1986. We passed another seafood stall, and around the corner was a corridor leading out to the restaurant we had dinner at that night. Place Pigalle, one of our favorite hidden gems at Pike Place Market. This intimate French restaurant overlooks Puget Sound and feels removed from the activity of the market, even though it's just steps away. We got there just before they opened at 5 p.m., so they let us wait at their beautiful wooden bar while the staff finished setting tables for dinner. They graciously seated us at a window table overlooking Puget Sound and the famous waterfront Ferris wheel. Along with the menu, they gave us a sheet detailing the rich and storied history of the restaurant, which is atop what was originally the Cliff House Hotel built in 1901. Ken had the scallops, and I had freshly made pappardelle pasta that was delicious. There's something especially charming about ending a busy afternoon at Pike Place with French food, a glass of wine, and a view of Puget Sound. It was a lovely ending to our day downtown, and one of the highlights of the week. Walking out to meet our Uber, I got a few more shots of the surrounding restaurants and street scene outside the market. Our Uber driver drove a Model Y Tesla with an enormous fixed panoramic glass roof that stretched over most of the passenger compartment. It gives the interior a bright, open feeling and provides rear seat passengers with an especially wide view of the sky. It was a beautiful ride home following Alaska Way North along the downtown waterfront. The water was like glass as we looked out over the sunset. As twilight faded into dusk, the lights of the downtown Seattle skyline began to glow. The next morning, I woke aboard Lady Georgia to the sound of an enormous thunderstorm rolling across Elliott Bay. Thunderstorms are fairly unusual in Seattle, so the booming thunder, flashes of lightning, and heavy rain took us by surprise. An unstable weather system moving across western Washington brought scattered morning storms, along with gusty winds and brief downpours. Although it sounded intense from inside the boat, the storm was not classified as severe. The flybridge is enclosed with custom isinglass panels. clear, flexible vinyl windows that protect us from the wind and rain while still allowing an unobstructed view from the helm. The panels zip together and can be unzipped and slid over to provide actual window openings when the weather is nice, or completely zipped up and protected from the elements when it is not. This way, we can enjoy the views in any weather. Lexi and I were flying home to Boise that day, and I hoped it wouldn't affect our flight. By the time Ken drove us to the airport just after 11 a.m., the rain had stopped, the skies had cleared considerably, and the sun was peeking out. Ken was staying on the boat a little longer because he had some friends flying in to stay on the boat and see the Seattle Mariners play the San Francisco Giants at T-Mobile Park that next weekend. This was the first bat of the game on Friday night by the leadoff hitter Luis Arraez. This is his first season with the Giants, as he previously played first base for the San Diego Padres. The Giants signed him to a one-year, $12 million contract. His nickname is La Regatta, meaning the sprinkler, referring to the way he sprays hits all around the field. The Giants won that night, but went on the next two nights to lose to the Mariners. In between innings, dozens of packaged hot dogs were released from the upper deck, each attached to a small parachute. The promotion is called Hot Dogs from Heaven. As Belinda Carlisle's Heaven is a Place on Earth plays over the stadium speakers, the hot dogs slowly float towards cheering fans on the lower levels. This is unique to the Mariners at T-Mobile Park and is a crowd favorite. Here are the guys, Sean, John, Ken, and Ryan, enjoying a great weekend of baseball together. This week was a perfect example of what we enjoy most about staying aboard Lady Georgia. We didn't travel very far, but we still experienced so much. Great meals, a trip through the Ballard Locks, a sailboat regatta, walks through the marina, wildlife on the docks, and a wonderful afternoon at Pike Place Market. Sometimes the best weeks aren't about having a packed schedule. They're about slowing down and enjoying everything happening around you. From harbor seal pups and blue herons to sailboats and Seattle sunsets, there always seems to be something memorable waiting just outside our door. Thank you for spending the week with us aboard Lady Georgia. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join us for the next chapter of our life after corporate. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.